Welcome back to the Mitch Ryan channel, and in today's video we are at Oval 11. We have a huge matchup today of the Team Sluggers taking on the Bugs Army. Let's have a look at the team lineups. In Team Sluggers we have Jack Parmos, James Burke, the captain of the side, Joey Campilli, Archie May, Marlo Hoffman and Ryan McKenzie. And in Team Bugs Army we have Mitch Ryan, the YouTube prodigy, Cam McKenzie, Cooper Holloway, Max Linder, Tom Howden and Jackson McKenzie. I'm looking forward to the match. Up to the fellas in the commentary box.
Yeah, thanks for that, Catsy. We've got a huge game on our hands today. Obviously, the Bugs Army taking on the Sluggers. Who's your tip today for today, Howie?
Look, I reckon the Sluggers do have a better team pen on paper, but my tip today is Bugs Army.
Yep, so obviously Mitch Ryan had a little bit of an injury earlier in the week. We didn't think he was going to get up for the occasion.
He's playing, he's in.
But he has been included in the selected side, so
yeah.
it'll be good to see him out there. And also, yep, I think we've got Catsy with the captains.
Let's get on to it.
With a few interviews. So back down to you, Catsy.
Going up to Cam McKenzie. Cam McKenzie, obviously, big game today. You've been praying a lot. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, pretty excited. Been waiting for this moment. Feeling the team's looking pretty good for today. Hopefully we can get the dub.
Let's do it. Let's go over to the other captain, James Burke. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, well I'm feeling actually pretty good about it. I mean, probably outmatched them in the air. We've got them on height. Depth-wise, we're a lot stronger. I mean, they've only got one player who's a known good footballer. So yeah, we'll just see how that plays out. But one to watch today for me is probably Mitch Ryan. I mean, most people think he's good behind the computer, but rumour has it he's actually quite lethal by foot. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
All right, here we go. We are finally here for the big game. We've got Bugs Army taking on the Sluggers. I will be commentating today's play. So it's a huge game we've got on our hands today. This match has been planned a while ago, and I believe we have the toss of the coin now. The two captains, James Burke in the white and Cam McKenzie in the blue. So Bugs Army, the navy blue, and the Sluggers are white. And the toss of the coin with umpire Tom Jacket Simpson. He tosses it up.
Yeah,
Tails is a call.
And the home team is going that way.
James Burke wins the toss and kicks to the St Kilda end. And here we go, the start of the game. The siren sounds. And the ball's up. Cam McKenzie taps it down. Goes a little spin, the favourite for today. And Hill hits
really
up
nice
Cooper
start.
Tiprat Holloway there with a short pass. Cam McKenzie is the favourite for best on ground in today's match. Cooper Holloway, we thought he'd start forward in this game, and he does. He lines up about 30 out. He's a left footer. He strikes it well. It's drifting, and it's hit the post. Tiprat will be very disappointed with that one. Oh, but here's Tiprat. Oh, and he gets an intercept mark. Straight back onto things, and he crosses it in. Back to Cam McKenzie. Some good plays early by Cam and Tiprat working together for the Bugs Army. Cam's probably about the same distance out as Tiprat was, probably about 30 out. He'll line this up, and he'll put it through. The Bugs Army get the first goal here in the Mitch Ryan game. It was a good first goal. He struck it well, and we a little bit of a box on in the middle there from James Burke and Jackson McKenzie. We thought Jackson McKenzie would go to James Burke and try to sort of tag him, bring him out of the game. And yes, we are seeing that early here. Cam taps it down. He runs onto the ball, taps it forward again. Quick kick forward, and this will roll through for a behind. Cam blazed away a little bit there. He had options to his left and right, but he kicked a point. Brian goes short to James Burke, who can take his time. He switches it across to Jonah Campilli in the Cats jumper. who can then go down the line and hit up Ryan McKenzie, who gives the handball over the top to Burke. How he tackles him, and he takes on how he gets him, and that's holding the ball. Berkey tried taking him on, but that was a nice little tackle there by Tom. Tom goes short to Mitch Ryan, who takes the mark. First touch of the day, kicks short. Oh, and it isn't a good one. His first kick in a while. Archie May gives the handball off. Oh no, intercepted by Cam McKenzie, who has a shot and misses. Cam McKenzie's already kicked 1 goal, 2 today. Cam Pearley goes short to Archie May, who takes a diving mark. Archie can then kick it long, and that's a good contested mark by Marlo Hoffman. Who's sizing up his options here. He goes to Jonah Campielli, who takes a good mark. And he switches it back inboard to Jack Parmos, who can play on and kick the goal. Jack Parmos gets his first touch of the day, and it is a goal. Let's have a look at that on replay. No troubles there for Parmos. We're back in the middle here. James Burke taps it down. Cam McKenzie wins it out of the middle, kicks it short, and hits up the leading tip rat, who has found himself with a mark inside the forward 50 again. He goes short to the leading Mitch Ryan, who takes a mark out in front, and he'll line up about 25 to 30 out. It'll be good for Mitch Ryan to sink this on his channel. 3rd goal of the game. He goes back. It's not a great looking kick. It's drifting back and it hits the post. He's going to be very disappointed with that. Archie May to take the kick in. He goes wide to James Burke, who takes a good mark. Burke goes short to Jack Parmos, who turns around the corner. Hits up Marlowe. He kicks it short, and Ryan McKenzie takes a mark. He can play on here. He's got Jonah Campielli over the top. He gives the handball to him, and Jonah will score the goal. 10 to 12 here, and we're back in the middle. Cam McKenzie taps it down. Marlo Hoffman out of the middle. He goes short. Oh no, Jonah Campielli over the back takes a mark. Good mark there by Jonah. He's been predominant early here. Unselfish player. What is he going to do here? I wonder if he's going to go back and have a shot or pass it off. He sees McKenzie out of the corner of his eye, and he hits up Ryan. They will line up on a slight angle here, probably 25 to 30 metres out, to put the Sluggers in front by 8 points. He lines this one up. Kicks through it. It's bending, and he puts it through. A little bit of a celebration there from Ryan. Here we are with the exclusive inside camera angle that Zach Bagevsky, the young cameraman, has provided us with, which is great access. Cam McKenzie out of the middle again. Blazes away, and I don't think it went through for a score. And it'll be last touched off the Bugs Army, so the Sluggers will kick it in. No ball-ins in this game. It's Ryan McKenzie again, who goes short to Burke. Burke goes short again to Hoffman, who gives the handball off to Ryan, who just shrugs Tom Howden off. Takes a bounce. Would you have a look at this? Gives the handball over the top. Jonah Campielli to Marlo Hoffman, who can kick short. Oh, a little fist on it there by Mitch Ryan on the last line of defence. And the ball goes over for a point. He kicks it out wide, and he hits up Tom Howden, who can then kick it inboard. Oh no, good intercept there by Ryan. Joey will run onto it, give the handball over to Ryan. Not his best handball. Ryan's fumbling. Jackson gets onto him, and Jonah Campielli on the left boot. Would you have a look at that? The young fella, the young Cats fan, Jonah Campili, kicks the goal on his non-preferred foot. And the Sluggers are extended the lead out by 15 points. Back in the middle, Tom Jack Simpson balls it up. Nice tap there by Cam. Howie gets around one, gives it to Mackenzie. Mackenzie goes back to Ryan, who doesn't have many options. He goes around the corner, back to Mackenzie, who takes the mark. Sells the candy around May. He's running here. He's doing it very easily. And does he put it through? He does. Cam Mackenzie has been on fire here in the first quarter. And we're back in the middle again. Tom Jacket Simpson balls it up. Taps it back down. James Burke. Oh, just splits the middle of the pack. Hits up a yeah, oh no, Jack Parmos drops the mark. Mitch Ryan and Parmos tussling for the ball, and a free kick is given to Mitch Ryan. Oh! Burke comes from nowhere and takes out Mitch Ryan. It'll be a 50-metre penalty. The siren sounds. I don't know if he is going to have the distance from here. It's going to be a fair way out. Yep, so it's only the 20-metre penalty here. So he'll just barrel it long, and that is the end of the quarter. What a great first quarter we have on our hands here. I'd probably say the best player so far would have to be Cam Mackenzie or Jonah Campili, getting a lot of ball in this first quarter, and it is the Sluggers winning by 9 points here on the Mitch Ryan channel. Let us know, for the viewers that are watching this live, let us know who you think is playing well so far and who you think is going to win. Let us know your tips in the chat below. It's been a great start for the Sluggers. The Bugs Army were actually the favourite going into this game. Yeah, but the Sluggers have been playing well. They've moved it well. Solved the Bugs Army, but they have been a little bit inaccurate in front of goal. They could have slotted some easy goals that they would have liked to. They just need to work on their conversion. So I think we're getting back to the action in the second quarter, and here we are with this inside camera angle. And the siren sounds. Tom Jacket Simpson back in the middle with the ball. He balls it up. Archie May, no, Tom Howden wins the tap out of the middle on the left boot. From about 40 out, it'll roll, tumble, turn, and go through for a goal. What a goal there by Tom Howden. He does a little celebration. And the Bugs Army are now trailing by 3 points. Maxi Linda, obviously the captain of the Bees team for school footy, he's been a little bit quiet early, but I'm sure he will find his mojo and get going in this second quarter. Archie May wins the tap this time. Archie's onto it, gives the handball out wide to James Burke, who gathers it. And, just steps around Howie with ease. Goes short to Jack Parmos, but the ball will be out of bounds, and Mitch Ryan will kick it in. Mitch Ryan goes across goal to Cam Mackenzie, who's got Max Linda as an option. He can run with the ball, we know that. He goes short, over the back, long to Cooper Tibrat Holloway, who hits the deck. So does Ryan. He kicks it out in front of him, trying to gather it. No, he leaves it behind. Archie May picks it up. It's a bit of a tussle there, and he's tackled. Ryan will run out of the pack, just high tackle, and he'll get the advantage, play on, run through the guts. Would you have a look at him go? Max Linda's fast, he catches up to him. Ryan has a ping at goals, and it is a behind for the Sluggers. Cam Mackenzie takes the mark. He goes in the middle. Oh no, Cam, not his finest kick. Ryan just gets around one. Gives it off to Cam Feely, who can kick the goal. Fantastic stuff there by the Bugs Army. The Sluggers. Good ball movement. We saw that on replay. It's a good goal by Jonah Campili. Back in the middle now. Max Linda gives the handball over the top. Tom Howden can run out of the guts, and he gets a free kick given away. But he plays on, gives a short kick to Cooper Holloway, who gives the handball over the top to Mackenzie. We know he can run over the top. Jackson Mackenzie, can he gather it? Oh no, he's put under the pump. He gets tackled, and that'll be holding the ball. He got put under the pump with a handball there. Jacko didn't quite manage to put it through the big sticks, but we're off again here. James Burke is taking a mark, gives a little loopy one over the top. Tapped down by Marlowe. James Burke again gets around Howden. This is a good battle developing through the midfield. Bit of a sloppy kick, but it's forward, and Palmos tries to gather the ball, and he's tackled by Mitch Ryan. John Campbell gathers it and kicks it. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, there's a head clash between Cam McKenzie and James Burke. This isn't looking good. We might have to have a look at this on replay. Here it is. Oh, James Burke just swings around with the momentum. They clash heads. Hopefully they are both alright. But it seems James is getting up and he's good. Back to play there. He passed the concussion test, so we're all good on that behalf. Alright, balling it back up. Umpire Tom Jacket Simpson balls it up. Tapped down by Archie May, playing ruck this quarter. Ooh, bit of dodgy camera work there, but that's alright. Max Linder gets it forward. Cooper's running onto it, but Marlo Hoffman does well. Composed, gives a handball over the top to Ryan, who can size up his options. Oh no, intercepted by Max Linder, who kicks it long. Tiprat can run onto this if he wants to. It's going to roll, tumble, turn, and Tiprat just kicks it off his knee. Now, it's been paid a goal. There's no score review in this game, but I don't know if that was actually below the knee, but the goal has been counted nevertheless. We're back up in the middle here. Archie May roves it. Good tackle by Max Linder. Just buries him into the ground. Tom Howden and James Burke in the ruck. James just plucks it out of the ruck. Can take on Howie here. Gets tackled. And what the umpire's blown his whistle. Has advantage being played. Jack Palmer.
You're a shit ref.
Cameraman's ripping into the umpire, and I think the umpire's paid holding the ball, but he actually kicked it, so they're just going to settle it with a ball up. The players aren't very happy with the umpire here, but that's what it is. It's tough being an umpire. So it's balled back up. Howie grabs it out of the ruck. He can run here, kicks it off. Jackson McKenzie takes the mark over the head. Holds it up. He's taking his time to get up. Jacko McKenzie in his Carlton Blues jumper. He's going to go for goal. He's about 45 out. I don't know if he'll have the distance from there, but he's looking to pass it off. Takes his time. Goes short to Cooper Tiprat whole way. It's probably still too far out here. He goes inboard. Hits up Max Linder. What can Max Linder do here? He kicks it up, just sets it up for Cam McKenzie, who takes a big grab right in front of the goals. We know he's got a good leap on him. He's probably only about 20 out here, dead straight in front. You'd back him in here to kick this one. He lines it up. Oh, and he's hit the post. You wouldn't believe it. Cam will be very disappointed with that. The kicking is taken again by Archie May, who goes, oh, intercepted. No, Mitch Ryan drops the mark. Back onto it. Howie and James Burke tussling for the ball. Jack Palmos gets out of it, tackled by Mitch. He gets a quick kick forward to Johnny Campeely, who can give the handball back off to Palmos, who has a quick little kick. The ball will, and it's kept in by Cam McKenzie. He can go short to T. Howden, who goes inboard and tries to hit up Jackson McKenzie. Intercept mark there by Marlowe, who plays on. Palmos has another look at the goals, and he kicks a point this time. Palmos has been a little bit inaccurate in front of goals. He'll be disappointed with that. Normally he's very accurate. Cam plays on for about his 15th or 16th touch here. The ball spills out. McKenzie in a tussle, doing well. So Max Linder's getting involved. Archie May spills it out. Ryan McKenzie can run away from the pack. Who's that now? I believe it. Ryan's still got the ball. Look at him, he's just gone for a run. James Burke takes everyone on. Lines up. Does he put it through? He does. The Sluggers move the lead out to 10 points. They've led for most of the game here early. It's ball back up, tapped down. Max Linder wins the clearance. He runs for a bit, goes short. The ball's spilled out. Cooper Holway on his left boot. Would you have a look at that? He's kicked the goal on his left boot. Little snap around the corner. This is a great standard of football we're seeing at the moment. The Sluggers lead by 4 points now, but the Bugs Army are coming back. Back in the middle, Archie May taps it down. Tom Howden scrapping for the ball with Max Linder. He's tackled by James Burke. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
Ref, your shit!
And the cameraman is once again abusing the umpire. That's what we love to see. That's a spirit. Cam Mackenzie can run, take off with the ball here. We know he likes to run and bounce. Oh, jeez. That wasn't his best kick there. He's actually kicked it out in the full. He had Mitch Ryan and Cooper Holway who were open. I don't think they were too happy with that. They could have been a short option there. Marlo Hoffman's got the ball again. Kick long. And it's a mark down the line. The ball will come back forward to Jackson McKenzie. Only 3 seconds left in the quarter. And the Bugs Army run out of time. Well, that's half time here. We've got a cracking game on our hands. The Sluggers leading the Bugs Army by 4 points. It's shaping up to be one of the all-time great matches on YouTube. Let us know in the live chat who you think is going to take home the game from here. This is going to be a huge game. We've got a huge remainder of the game, and we'll see you for the second half. Alright, we're back to the action here for the second half.
Let's get a quick look at Jackson.
The Premiership quarter, the third quarter.
Hey boys, this is how it was before. We'll have a little transition of how it's after.
Zach Bagevsky once again providing us with that secret inside camera angle. Oh, Cam McKenzie taps it down. The ball's loose. Ryan gathers it. He can run. Jack over the attempted tackle. The ball slips out. Marlo Hoffman on his left boot hits up Jack Palmos, who turns around on his right boot, and Ryan McKenzie will get it back. He just shrugged off his brother there. And he plays on again, sells the candy, shrugs off his brother with ease. Around little inside out banana, and he kicks the goal. We hear him exclaiming, come on, he's happy with that one. Jackson's still on the ground, he'll be shattered with that. He says his top's slippery. But we're back in the middle here. Cam McKenzie loses the tap to Marlo Hoffman, who gets it out to Jackson. The ball's loose. Howie wins it. Does a little turn on the left boot. Misses Max Linder on the target. The ball will roll, tumble, turn. Archie May just thinks the ball's going to go out. Max Linder on the right boot. Tries to have a shot or hit up Mitch Ryan, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Team Sluggers kick in. We've got a great game building here. It's been super close. No real teams dominated over the other. Jonah Campeely kicks it central to Marla Hoffman, who wins the contest over Cam McKenzie. He puts it on his left boot. Not his best kick, but James Burke's in a one-on-one against Tom Howden. James Burke snaps around the body and misses. That was a difficult kick for James, but it'll be a kick in now with Tom Howden. Cam McKenzie could be an option for him. He's out on his own. He's about 5 metres away from Marlo. And he ends up going to Cam McKenzie, who takes a mark in the back pocket. And then he goes short. Hits up. Oh no. Max Linder fumbles it. Well, no. The umpire Tom Jacker Simpson, has paid the mark, and Max Linder goes short inboard to Tom Howden, who can kick it long inside the forward 50, and he hits up Jacko McKenzie. Jacko would love to snag this one through. He goes back, and he puts it through. A very good looking kick.
He's coming back! Look at him, he's proud.
Some more commentary there from the cameraman. Not a bad goal by Jacko. We know he's pretty accurate from set shots. It's one of his strengths.
It was a bit quiet, I reckon.
In footy, but it's back up in the middle. Cam McKenzie wins the tap once again, dominating the centre clearances here. Marlowe trying to shrug the tackle. Good tackle by Jackson. Mitch is going for the ball. Gets approached by Ryan. It's a bit of a contest. Ryan does well to win it. He can run out of the pack, salvage the candy. James Burke's got the ball out here. He can run. He's got Mitch Ryan on him. The Ruckman versus the Rover. Oh, and Berkey gets around him, just sidesteps him. Kick short. Oh, touched by Jack Palmos, and it'll go through for a behind. If Jack Palmos hadn't have touched it, it probably would have went through for a goal. There's Mitch Ryan. He's puffed. Not playing his best game so far, but he's got nothing to say, he says. But The ball's on the outer wing. Max Linda's running forward and hits up Jackson McKenzie once again in the forward 50. Jacko has been looking dangerous up forward this quarter. Maybe that could be the change for Bugs Army to get up and start winning by a fair margin. He goes back, doesn't take any time and puts it through. 2 from 2 for Jacko. It's back up here. Jackson McKenzie's moving to the ruck. Ryan McKenzie wins the tap, very good. Out now. Marlo Hoffman's been good in this quarter. Ryan McKenzie again wins a contested ball. Berkey gives it out wide. Marlon Hoffman's got space here. He goes a little one over the top. Ryan McKenzie dives to the ball. Would you have a look at that camera angle? Marlon Hoffman gives it back to Ryan, who gets around one. He gets stopped in his path, and Jackson McKenzie gets a little kick forward. Cam McKenzie, oh, look at that little spin from Cam McKenzie. Marlon Pickett-esque, and he'll run in and kick the goal. That was amazing, that spin. Everybody is puffed and everybody's blown away by that spin. Have a look at the replay. Just got around Archie May, regathers the ball, runs in, takes a bounce, and kicks the goal. Fantastic stuff there by Cam McKenzie. Back up in the middle, Ryan V. Jackson in the ruck. Berkey rows it. Gives a handball over the top. Ryan's here again. Tussling. Marlo Hoffman's been good this quarter. Back out in the middle, Ryan McKenzie wins another contested possession. Back to Marlo Hoffman, who's got space. It's a 2-on-1 here. He goes and kicks the goal. Everybody's down on the ground, but we're back in the middle, and Bugs Army lead by 6. Back out in the middle here, Berkey gets tackled by Tom Howden, and it's back over the top. Ryan McKenzie gives a handball back across to James Burke, who gives it back to Ryan McKenzie, who spins around 1, spins around 2. We saw that in the trailer, and then he goes short to Jonah Campioli, and who can kick the goal. What a play there by the Sluggers. The scores are level here. This has been a great game.
Arch, if you want some points, you got to do something.
Neck and neck. Back in the middle, Cam McKenzie wins the tap. Tom Howden can run onto it. Oh, and he's tripped up. Would you have a look at that collision? Archie May and Tom Howden. He gives the handball back out to Cam McKenzie. He can go short over the top to Max Linder. He's got Cooper Holway letting out, and he misses the kick. Just goes over Cooper's head. Jonah goes short out wide. And Ryan's going to run and take off again. Cooper nearly catches him, but Ryan's got a bit of toe to him. He goes short outside on the wing. And Marlowe wins that contest, but Cam McKenzie's there, and so is Jack Parmos, who does well and gets tackled. Oh no. Tom Howden kicks it long inside the forward 50. Who's there? And it'll be cut off by Jonah Campioli. Some fast-paced football here. Haven't really had a moment to breathe, but we've got it back out on the wing. Ryan McKenzie can kick over the top to Marlo Hoffman, who wins that contest against Jackson. He's got space to run here. He can keep going. He can keep going, and he's kicked the goal. It was a 2v1. Marlo Hoffman kicks his second goal this quarter. Sluggers lead by 6. Only 30 seconds left in the quarter. Who's there? Tom Howden wins it now. Cam McKenzie gives a handball over the top to Max Linder, who has a little short kick to Cooper Holway. Now he'll go back about 20 metres out. He could have almost played on to kick this one. He'd better want to kick it, but there's only 10 seconds left on the clock to make the scores level going into the last quarter. Oh no, the tip rat has missed that, and that's the end of the quarter. The siren sounds. 3-quarter time. The Sluggers lead the Bugs Army by 5 points, and I believe we've got some interviews down on ground level.
We have heard you had a really big night last night. Is this true? What do you think of your teammate Ryan? He's stood up today. How do you reckon he's going?
For being 100% honest, I've never seen a player improve so much in the period of such short time. And it really just gives me hope in the system that no matter what age you are, it's never too late to make a comeback. And I genuinely think in the coming years he'll be contention as one of the better players in the competition, because I've got a good eye for things like this, and I've just noticed he knows where to spin even when he's not looking. And that's something you can't teach. You can teach speed, you can train speed, you can train your kick, you can train your handball, you can even train your mark. But spatial and awareness and reading of the play is something you can't teach. And luckily, I think he's got it, and I think that's a very good starting point for him. Unfortunately for his brother's sake, he hasn't got that gene. But, I mean, he hasn't got any fucking genes, but that's beside of the point. So, yeah. It's a beautiful day out here, beautiful scenes, and the boys are just loving it. 20-minute quarter, up and running.
Thank you. Jackson. So I don't know if you've just heard, but other opposition player James Burke has been saying some stuff. Do you have anything to say back to him?
There's only so much money can buy, and you know, his attitude. You know, you can't get a therapist to fix that. His well-being and his mental state really concerns me. So, for the people out there, if you know a doctor, please call the Burke family. Thanks.
Thank you. Heading back to the newsroom now.
Yeah, thanks, Boggers, for that. We're back here for the start of the fourth quarter. It's a 20-minute quarter. So we're underway here. Cam taps it down and he wins his own ball and he can run onto it. Tom Howden with the shepherd. Cam, little short kick out. Tip-Rat rows it. And it's a bit of a tussle for the ball. It comes back out to Ryan McKenzie, who's got the ball inside, and he kicks it inboard to James Burke. We've just seen him had a direct dig at Jackson McKenzie in that interview, but Archie May, he can run here. He kicks it out wide to Jack Parmos, who snaps around the body, and it has hit the post. Jack Parmos has looked dangerous up forward at times, but he hasn't quite capitalised. Mitch Ryan with a quick kick out to Tom Howden, who can go inboard to Max Linder, who's got plenty of space. And he'll kick short to Cam McKenzie, who racks up about his 30th disposal here. Bit of a handball out wide, not a great one, but Tom Howden has space, so it doesn't matter. Tom Howden calls out for the lead, and Mitch Ryan is open, and he hits up Mitch Ryan. It's about 30 out, probably just outside his range. He goes for a little short kick, misjudges it. Tip-Rat's got the ball on the boundary. Left foot around the corner. Does he kick it? Oh, no. What an effort, but it's gone out of bounds. And it'll be the Sluggers' ball. 6-point difference here. Bugs Army have trailed pretty much the whole game. Jonah Campearly out in the wing here. Goes short on over the top to Ryan McKenzie. He's got the ball in the middle of the ground. He goes to the top, over the top again to James Burke, who can rove this one. Get around one, get around two. Does a 360 spin around, gets around Tom Howden. What about this for a goal? No. He misses it. And he gets a point for it. Sluggers margin out to 7 points. That's a handy point here. It's a long quarter, this one. Mitch Ryan with the kick in. Just will run it out, draws the player to Tom Howden, who gets around Parmos. And he runs around here. He kicks it long. And who's there? Good mark there by Tip-Rat Holway, who goes short with his left boot to Max Linder. He gives a handball back to Cooper, who runs into a traffic jam. Little quick kick over the top. Jackson McKenzie plays on. The ball was touched off the boot. What's happening now? Everything is going on. Ryan McKenzie wins the ball again. He's won a few contested possessions today. Back to James Burke, who goes inboard to Marlo Hoffman. Oh, Tom Howden runs and sweeps through the middle, and he puts it through. 1 point the difference here. The Bugs Army are coming. That was a pretty good goal by Tom Howden, but we're back in the middle here. Cam McKenzie taps it down. James Burke wins a clearance and is wrapped up immediately by Cam McKenzie. Umpire doesn't make a call. Back out to Jonah Campearly, who can throw it on his left boot and hit up Jack Parmos, who drops the mark, who does a quick kick around the corner. Marlo Hoffman, that's a good contested mark over Howden. What's he going to do here? Not that far out. Oh, he goes short inboard to James Burke, who should have a relatively easy shot at goal from here. Bit of a verbal box on going on, it seems, in the game, but James Burke is about 15 metres out. He'll readjust his hat and line up. He should kick this. He waltzes in and puts it through. Sluggers putting the margin back out to 67 points. Bugs Army need to find something here to get back in front. Cam McKenzie wins the tap once again. Max Linder, very good roving. Cam McKenzie misses the ball. Back out to James Burke, who's been very good in this last quarter. He goes short out wide to Archie May, who's out on the wing. He looks to have a shot, and it's gone through. What a lovely goal by Archie May. Stayed very composed, kicked through it, and kicked a lovely goal. The Sluggers bring the margin out to 13 points. Back in the middle, Cam McKenzie wins a tap. Tom Howden, quick kick, that goes high into the sky. Jonah Camp-Healy with the specky attempt. He still managed to win the ball, and he goes out wide to Archie May, who just kicked that magnificent goal. Archie can kick it over the top, and he hits up Marlo Hoffman, who stops and props, and has a shot. Does he kick it? No, he misses it. Oh no, he's kicked it. Geez, the margin is really extended now. Tom Howden wins a free kick in the middle. He kicks it out wide to Cooper Holway. The Bugs Army need to find something here. It's a decent lead by the Sluggers. Cooper Holway, he tells the cameraman to get out of his way. He wants to go back and slot this. He goes back, kicks through it, it's drifting, and the wind takes it away, and it will go through for a minor score. Bugs Army really need to get going here, but it'll be a kick in. Ryan McKenzie's open out wide, but Jonah Camp-Healy will kick it long. That's a good kick. Oh! Tom Howden wants a holding free kick, but James Burke will win it on the outer wing. Just, sells 1-2, gets around Tom Howden, takes a bounce. Berkey has been very superficial in this last quarter, just running around in circles. Good tackle by Tom Howden. Probably did a little bit too much with it there, but Cam McKenzie will take the advantage, give the handball to Jackson, who snaps around the body and hits the post. And he curses. There really should have been a conversion there for the Bugs Army. Back out wide with James Burke, who drops a mark. He goes short again. Parmos drops a mark. Mitch Ryan spins around, gives a handball over the top. Just misses Tom Howden. Berkey will win it again here. Gives it back over the top to Jack Parmos, who will kick it inboard to Archie May, who drops a mark. Some good defending there by Max Linder. It's back outside. Parmos with a little dribble from the boundary. No way, don't tell me. And it doesn't even go through for a score. Oh no, it does. And it is went out of bounds, so it'll last off for the Sluggers. So Bugs Army have got it now, and they're moving forward. Oh, Mitch Ryan takes a mark. Oh no, it hasn't been called a mark. Ryan McKenzie falls down. Cam McKenzie can take off. He's got plenty of space out in front of him. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Cooper Tiprat Holway can run in and kick the goal. The Bugs Army are coming. The game is not over yet. This 20-minute extra quarter is definitely suiting the Bugs Army. Berkey wins a tap, gets it back out, and he wins his own ball. He's been great in this last quarter, and he holds on to it, and the umpire will say, my ball, and ball it back up. And it's back up, tapped down by Burke. Ryan McKenzie, little quick kick on the left boot. He's been good in this game. It's back out wide to Archie May and Max Linder, but the ball will go over the line, and Max Linder will kick it in. Max Linder looking for some options. He goes out wide and hits up Jackson McKenzie, who goes inboard.
It's been 10 minutes.
To Mitch Ryan, who's got Tiprat on. Measured kick. Tiprat gets it, plays on. Goes short inside to Cam McKenzie, who will run in.
Tom, just let
and
everyone
give it
know
off to
it's been 10
Jacko, who will
minutes.
just boot it. And the Bugs Army are on a roll here, and they're well and truly back in the game. We're back in the middle. The tap is won by Cam McKenzie, who gets his own ball back off to Tom Howden, who will run on. This will go through. This is an amazing comeback from the Bugs Army. Let's have a look at that on replay. We're back in the middle here. Tom Jacket Simpson balls it up. Berkey wins his own tap, and he goes on, plays on. Jeez, that's a lovely goal. Roves his own ruck work and kicks a goal. Sluggers are back in front by 5 points. It's anyone's game from here. This is shaping up to be One of the all-time great YouTube AFL matches. We're back in the middle again. Tapped down by Cam McKenzie. Marlo Hoffman gives it out wide. Ryan McKenzie wins it. He gets wrapped up by Cooper Holway. Tapped out by Tom Howden. James Burke gets the ball out again. Stays composed. Kicks it out wide to Jack Parmos, who misses the mark. Mitch Ryan and Jack Parmos battling. Mitch Ryan tackles him. Wins this one. Gets off. Gives a little handball off to Tom Howden, who can take a bounce here. They're in transition here. Tom Howden takes a shot in the left boot. It's going to go. Oh, no. It has bounced back on the line. That was looking to be a certain goal. That could be very detrimental to the Bugs Army. The ball's on the other side of the wing. Back now again. Cam McKenzie goes through and kicks the goal. They got their goal back anyway, and Bugs Army are back in front by 1 point. That was very unlucky, Tom Howden's goal. The ball bounced back and just missed. He'll be disappointed not to get that goal, but it worked out in the end. The team end up getting a goal. And we're back in the middle. We've got 8 minutes, around 8 minutes left in this final term. It's back up, tapped down by Cam McKenzie once again. The ball spilled out. Cam McKenzie out of the middle. Don't tell me this goes through. Don't tell me. Would you believe that? What a great goal by Cam McKenzie. Won his own tap on the right boot. This duo in the midfield is turning out to be very good in the last quarter for the Bugs Army. Back out in the middle here. James Burke can run off with the ball. Tom Howden corrals him straight into the middle, but Cam McKenzie swoops onto the ball. He's got plenty of time and space. Short kick out to Tiprat, who's been a good leading forward. Just gets around Ryan McKenzie. Little short kick to Jackson McKenzie, who settles the ball. Sees a target. Over the top. Cooper, oh, nearly takes a good mark, but the ball won't go through for any score. Ryan McKenzie gives a handball off to Cam Pearley, who gives it back to McKenzie for about his 26th touch here. He keeps bouncing. Gives it over the top to James Burke, who kicks it backwards to Archie May, who can give a low ball out to Ryan. He's been everywhere in this last passage of play. It's back out wide. Max Linder gives the handball off to Cam McKenzie, who can run. Back to Jackson McKenzie, who wants to give it back to Cam, who can run again. He's pretty much run the whole round. He goes back inboard to Tom Howden. Oh, big collision there. That's a great mark by Archie May. Some good bravery as well. He kicks it inside to Jack Parmos, who gets around Mitch Ryan, who actually rips his top there. And Marlo Hoffman will run in and kick a goal. And we've got a great game on our hands here. The scores are level. We're back in the middle. Tapped down by James Burke. Wins his own tap. No way. Has he kicked this? Oh, and he misses. That could be a huge miss for the Sluggers. Time is running out here in this last quarter. Cam McKenzie runs onto it. Gives the handball off to Jackson McKenzie, who's got space in front of him. Gives it back to Cam, who can settle and kick the goal. The margin is now 5 points. Bugs Army are up, back in the middle. The ball spills out. Tom Howden pushes Ryan off it. Marlo attempts to pick the ball up. Ryan wins it again. Takes his time. He's composed. Good looking kick forward, bounce forward. Mitch Ryan grabs it against Palmer, slaps it under his legs to Tom Howden, who can kick out wide to Jacko McKenzie, who gathers and gets around Marlo Hoffman quite nicely. He runs around. Oh, would you have a look at that smother and desperation from Ryan McKenzie. He came out of nowhere. That is the type of stuff that wins games. We're back here. How he gets around, has a ping, comes off the outside of the boot. Mitch Ryan was onto his left. Mitch Ryan let him know that he should have passed it to him. Look at that on replay. Ryan McKenzie with the desperation. That is what this game is made of. Archie May from the back line out here. Ryan McKenzie has had a great last quarter. And he goes back inboard to Jonathan Pearley, who can kick it over the top to Jack Palmer, so he takes the mark. He's got options out wide. That is a very good kick out wide to Marlo Hoffman, who can stroll in, have a shot, and he's missed it, I believe. Oh no, he's kicked the goal. We're back in the middle. 1 point. Sluggers are up by 1 point. Tom Howden gets tackled high. Umpire says my ball. Doesn't pay anything. Tom Howden not happy with that one. And it's back to be balled up. Tom Jackett-Simpson balls it up. Cam wins the tap. Tom Howden gets around Ryan McKenzie. Gives a short kick off to Cooper Holloway, who can settle things down here. The Bugs Army desperately need a goal here. They're 1 point down, 4 minutes left. This is desperation. Tom Howden settles here. What's he going to do? He looks like he's going back to have a shot. He's a fair way out. Oh no, he goes short. Hits up Mitch Ryan, who's all by himself. He can go back here. Or looks like he sees an option in Jackson McKenzie, who takes the mark. He's in a better position. Jacko, I believe, to kick his 4th goal here. He's been very accurate in front of goals in this game. This is a very important kick. He goes back and he slots it. That was very important. The Bugs Army are now up by 5 points. We're back in the middle here. Marlo Hoffman wins a tap. Mitch Ryan onto the ball, gets it. Oh, not a great handle. Looks like he's done a calf here. It looks like he's in a bit of pain. That is not good. Quick kick by Jack Parmos. James Burke's on here. Gives a handle off to Ryan McKenzie, who should kick her. Oh my gosh, to put them in front. He has hit the post. He could have put the Sluggers in front. That could have won them the game. Tom Howden, goes to Mitch Ryan, who's still in a bit of pain. He gives a handle off to Cam McKenzie, who can settle here. Touches it on the ground and goes wide to Tom Howden. Bugs Army want to take their time here and settle it down. It's probably a little bit early to run down the clock, but Cam runs on, has a shot, and oh, he hits the post. The Bugs Army move up to 104. Let's have a look at that on replay. This is the Mitch Ryan calf injury. Oh, and you just sort of saw he pulls up sore there, and yeah, that wasn't great. Parmos, that was a clever little kick and over the top. Brian McKenzie is not pleased to watch this on replay, but it hits the post. That could have put them in front to win the game. Back out wide here. Cam McKenzie takes a good contested mark on Ryan. He can settle things down here. Only 23 seconds left on the clock. Bugs Army just have to hold it. Slow things down. They don't know how much time is left, but they just can't let them get a score. They slow it down. Tom Howden. Oh, Jonah Campili. Good interception mark. It's on here. Tiprat wins a contested ball. Gives a handball out to Mitch Ryan, who sprints for the ball and pulls up. Oh no. It's Cam McKenzie wins it out of the pack. And the siren sound. Bugs Army gets it. Mitch Ryan has done a calf. He's in a bit of pain. The Bugs Army's theme song is playing loud and proud. Mitch Ryan could looking to have a 2-week injury here. But the Bugs Army song plays around the stadium. What a great game we had on our hands today. It was a lovely match. As we can hear the song going around the stadium, my tip for best on ground would have to be Cam McKenzie. I believe he got 37 disposals and kicked 5 goals, which is a huge performance from him. He was a favourite going into this game to win the BOG. Tom Howden could be another shot to win the best on ground. Another player that also was very good was Ryan McKenzie. But, you know, it could be anyone's best on ground. But it's a great win by Bugs Army. They are victors in the end by 6 points. And here we are.
113 to 104.
So we've got the
3 votes for today's match goes to Cam McKenzie.
Cam McKenzie picks up the 3 votes and gets the best on ground award.
4 votes goes to Ryan McKenzie.
Ryan McKenzie gets the 2 votes.
And the last vote goes to Howie, Tom Howden.
And Tom Howden gets the last vote. So there are your 3 best on ground. Thank you everyone for tuning into this video. I'm going to have a highlights package and behind the scenes video coming out very soon. So thank you everyone who participated. Thank you to everyone who got down, played in the game. Thank you to Tom Jackett-Simpson, Nick Katsonis and Zach Bogevsky for umpiring. I appreciate it greatly. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Let me know if you want to see more games like this, because I had a lot of fun playing in it and I had a lot of fun making it. and we'll see you in the next one.